Hello everyone, Autistic Cunt here with a follow-up to a previous rant that I've done. Today's topic, Fallout 76, or as I like to call it, Bethesda Man Bad Simulator 2K18. Recently, they have announced private servers that cost way too fucking much for a feature that should have been there from day one. $100 for a year? Yeah, bullshit. Usually, I go up to bat for our homeboy Todd, but no, not this time. Bethesda, this is entirely on you. I can't save you. However, instead of turning my ire onto them like every other person under the fucking sun wants to do right now, I'm instead going to focus my attention on the roaring crowds that demand that Pete Hines should be cancelled from his free subscription of life. I have talked about the morons who mindlessly blamed Bethesda for everything wrong in their life, all while giving Obsidian and their shit Borderlands ripoff a casual suck job before. And everything I've said a year ago still stands. However, I have lost the will to fight. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a downer video, despite what the first half would have you believe. Because, truth be told, I'm just not angry about Fallout 76 anymore. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in this game, and the state that it came out in, and how badly ZeniMax or Bethesda, whoever the fuck you want to blame for it, handled it, and earned themselves a worse reputation than Konami at this point. But more importantly, I'm disappointed in the Fallout fanbase as a whole. A year ago, I left the main Fallout subreddit because I was sick to death of the negativity permeating it surrounding Fallout 76's release. Instead, I moved to a different subreddit, r/Fallout 76. It was like a breath of fresh air. Fallout sub that wasn't calling for Bethesda Game Studios to be burnt to the ground? Fucking amazing! There's still reasonable people left in the world. But here we are a year later, and the same rot that had taken hold in the main sub has taken hold in Fallout 76, and I've seen much of the same thing. I've seen post after post of people screaming about why Bethesda is the scum of the earth, millions of people circle jerking about how much they hate the game and how much they hate Bethesda and what they've done to it, and any and all dissenting opinions being suppressed, downvoted, and buried by the masses. So, I did the same thing as before. I left. Only this time more broken about it than mad. This is an issue that I think has destroyed the Fallout fanbase, and it's destroyed my admiration of it. I am no longer proud to say that I was a part of that community. I'm ashamed to have ever liked this franchise to begin with because of it. I still love these games and the stories within them because they're beautiful stories. But the community around it has become too cancerous for me, and I cannot take it anymore. I'm sick and tired of the toxic nature of this fandom. And every fandom for that matter. I'm tired of fighting with a bunch of spoiled man-children who are salty because a game company made a couple of mistakes, albeit disastrous big mistakes, but one shitty MMO and a couple of slimy business practices just apparently undoes all the goodwill that Bethesda has built up over the years. I guess Fallout 3 and 4 are no longer great. The Elder Scrolls series is trash. Wolfenstein and Doom aren't good because it's made by Bethesda, and Bethesda is literal Satan. I'm sick and tired of hearing about people reveling in the idea of hundreds upon thousands of people losing their jobs because they don't like the game that they made, failing to realize that if Bethesda dies, then all of their IPs go with them. And that includes the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. They either die with them, or they're gobbled up by another far worse company. You think Fallout 76 sucked? Imagine a Fallout game made by Activision, made by EA or Ubisoft. I shudder to think, so I am wiping my hands clean of this fucking community. And I will probably never come back to it. Or at least not until we can learn to get our heads out of our ass. I will still play Fallout games, of course, and enjoy the stories within them, And I'm still going to support Bethesda because they've done me no wrong, and to me, this game and all of its fuck-ups are not a death nail. I may disagree with how they've handled this game and some of the practices that they made for their business, but at the same time, I realize that they are that. They are a business. They're trying to make money. And keep in mind that every underhanded, sneaky, shitty thing that Bethesda has done, literally every other AAA game company has done. Sometimes in more sneaky, underhanded, and shitty ways. So if you want to get mad at Bethesda, make sure you also get mad at Ubisoft, at EA, and Activision, because they've done it 10 times worse. In terms of engaging in the Fallout fanbase and as a whole, I'm done. This will probably be one of, if not the final video that I make regarding this series and this company as a whole. Because if not for the fact that I'm fucking tired of having to dig into the trenches of the internet and fight for the quote-unquote bad guys, then I'm doing it for my mental health. Because this shit does legitimately put me in a negative state of mind. I had a whole other video planned, but this was so relevant that I literally scrapped it entirely to make this. And the whole time, it was not fun. Now, I don't really know how to end this, so I guess I'll just go with the angry parent route. To the Fallout community as a whole, I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. Goodbye.